think I'm an idiot?
And it feels so good. Oh yeah. And it feels so good.
Alright, so in our first playoff series, unfortunately I didn't get to record the first game. I accidentally simmed it, but we won that game 2-1. We move on to game 2 here, and Nikolai Ehlers puts us up 1-0 halfway through the first period with a nice inside move and shot up over the blocker side of Steve Mason, who is a right-hand catching goalkeeper. So we have Nikolai Ehlers coming down, splits the D with a nice shot up over the blocker to make it 1-0 Bruins. We move on later in the first period where we have a stop move by Vladimir Tarasenko, who buries the shot up high. And actually, that's Jaromir Jagr, my bad. Jaromir Jagr puts one up high over the blocker to make it 2-0 with 5 minutes left to go in the first period. But the Red Wings would strike back on the power play. Shot deflects off Shane Gostisbehere to the back of our own net to make it 2-1 late in the first period. Move on as Jack Eichel on the penalty kill. Inside out move. Comes up high, blocker side scores to make it 3-1 to give us that 2-goal cushion again. We're going to take a nice second look at this one as Jack Eichel receives a great pass outlet from Seth Jones to make it a one-on-one of the defenseman. And he just kind of shakes and bakes on him. As you'll see here, it just kind of shakes inside, outside, inside, and then holds it and shoots on the open side. But Detroit wasn't done there. They got the puck in the corner in front. Buries it past Mrazek to make it 3-2, and the Red Wings would not go away in this game. That's almost 3 minutes into the second period, but Nikolai Ehlers continues his hotness as he comes down, throws one glove side to beat their goaltender Steve Mason, and we have a nice shot here, deflects off Mrazek's pad into the back of the net, and that makes it 4-3, and the Bruins still up by 1. Open in the third period, we have a nice pass in the middle, 2-on-1, and he shoots blocker side and scores on Peter Mrazek to make it 4-4 to tie this game up in the third period. But the Bruins would get a turnover here. Jonathan Drouin across. Connor McDavid slaps it in the back of the net to make it 5-4 Bruins. And we would continue to add on to this one. A minute left. Nice shot by Landon Ferraro, who's only playing for the injured Steven Stamkos and the injured Hunter Shinkaruk. He gets a start. Buries one in the back of the net. And we're not done there. Jaromir Jagr will add the empty netter to make it 7-4 as we win game 2, 7-4 to make it 2-0 in the series and move on to Detroit, where we'd start off hot again at Hunter Shinkaruk, fresh off his injury. Backhand around the defenseman, shelf on the goalie. His first game back, he wins a puck battle and roofs it. The Detroit Red Wings would come right back and score with Alex Killorn, put one in the back of the net, blocker side. And the Bruins would come back. Jerome McGinley, high blocker side just under the bar, to make it 2-1 Bruins late in the second period. Time ticking down past a minute left to go. We'll take another look at this Jerome McGinley goal as he cuts inside of the defender. Just has enough space and shoots it just over the blocker and under the bar. 2-1. We have a nice play out of the corner. Seth Jones steps around his marker and slaps one home. That's a bomb from the point. We'll take another look at this one as we have good work on the boards. And he kind of circles back off the half boards, gives it back to Seth Jones, who walks around his man, just loads the cannon and takes a bomb. And Steve Mason's not stopping that one. That's 3-1 Bruins. On the power play, Detroit Red Wings get within one as a one-timer gets deflected in front of the net and in. But Vladimir Tarasenko was not going to lose this game on the power play late. Dangles through two defenders, undressing them, and then puts it past Steve Mason on the glove side. We'll take another look at this one as Vladimir Tarasenko takes it into his own hands late in the game. Makes a beautiful one-touch around two guys. Whoop, and then whoop, slides it right past Steve Mason on the glove side, and that will make it 4-2 Bruins late game. And we weren't done there, as the Detroit Red Wings in desperation would pull their goalie. But Jonathan Drouin fights through a check, finds Vladimir Tarasenko, who buries that one. 5-2 Bruins to take a 3-0 series lead and move on to Game 4, where we have a shot deflected in front. Hunter Shinkaruk makes it 6-2. Actually, would be the final of Game number 3. His Game 4, we're already down 1-0. Didn't catch their first goal on recording, but Jacob Trouba ties it up after some hard work by Jaromir Jagr. to get it back to him at the point. He avoids the check, bombs one home on Steve Mason on the blocker side to tie it at 1. We'll take another look at this one as Jacob Trouba just kind of pivots, steps, shoots. High blocker. 1-1 late in the first. Move on. Steve Stamkos forehand backhand after an interception of the pass to make it 2-1 early in the second period. And things would keep going the Bruins' way. As a little later we have Mr. Vladimir Tarasenko, high slot, shooting high blocker to make it 3-1 Bruins, and it looks like we're going to take this series, right? You'd be correct as Steven Stamkos twirls out of the corner, high glove, makes it 4-1, and shortly after that, we have another goal by the Bruins. Off the face-off shot, gets deflected to the corner, Dylan Larkin picks it up, comes around, feeds Connor McDavid, who's just coming around from the back of the net, no chance of getting there, and makes it 5-1 Bruins. And we'll take another look at this one as Dylan Larkin hustles to the puck, beats the Detroit defenseman here, curls in front. Connor McDavid peekaboos from the back of the net and pokes it in the back of the net. But Detroit would put up a fight late with just over 6 minutes left to play. Slapper comes home and they would score to make it 5-2, but we would win by that score and win the series 4-0 overall. And now we'll be facing the Ottawa Senators in the second round.
Let's go!